The Rocky Mountain Baseball League. The Cougars are 17 overall, 11 and 15 in the league. Free admission for tonight's game has been made possible through the generous sponsorship of Redeem Designs, Ozone Roofing, and RD Graphics of Hayes. We greatly appreciate these generous folks and their support of Hayes Larks Baseball. And now let's meet tonight's starters for your Hayes Larks. Yeah, baby. Leading off for the Larks, playing third base, number 4, Ben Ferenzi. Second, the right fielder, number 1, Jack Tarosian. Batting third, playing second base, number 6, Hunter Rawson. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 20, Garrett Gruel. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 33, Dylan Dreiling. Sixth, playing center field, number 8, Leo Jimian. Stop, number 3, Austin Jaslov. Batting eighth for the Larks, the catcher, number 7, Brady Evans. And batting ninth for the Larks, the A Street Liquor Beverage batter, the designated hitter, number 23, Braden Lukehart. Tonight making the pitching start for the Larks, 1-1 on the season, number 31, Ben Baker Livingston. And in his 40th season with the Larks, please welcome the head coach, Mr. Frank Leo. Larks pitching coach is Keith Hyper. Assistant coach is Dusty Trader.
What we do here is go back.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
Game 1 of 2 against the Denver Cougars, live from Larks Park. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network. Larks had a big winning streak snapped last night and are now 2.5 games back in the league, but still need some momentum wins headed into the NBC World Series, where they'll look to bring home their first crown.
100 degrees.
Hot night here in Hayes, so kind of a smaller attendance than we're used to at the ballpark after the Larks had 2 big games against the BJs with packed house. Smaller crowd to watch Ben Baker Livingston make his 7th start as a Lark. He's 1-1 this season. This is his 9th appearance on the mound. He struck out 23 through 20 1/3. 3 pitches all missed the zone. Passing inside here to Adam Workan, the left fielder, batting at the top of the order. BBL, one of our best arms on the team. He hasn't seen the mound since July 15th, which is just 8 days ago, where he went 2 1/3 in the starts, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, struck out 3. He really hasn't been a bullpen guy for the Larks. He's only had 2 relief appearances. If you're going to see Ben Baker Livingston on the mound, chances are it's to start the game. He'll start this game with a full count against Workan. Got a called strike on the 3-1 pitch. Workan was ready to head to first with the walk, but he'll force it here in the top half of the first inning. Payoff pitch to the leadoff man, grounded to the third base coach, Mark Cerullo. Larks lost to the BJs last night in a heartbreaking game, 8-6, and the thing about it that stinks was that because of the severe thunderstorm that came through and caused a rain delay, it ended up ending the game in the top of the 8th inning. Larks never got a chance to get the bats going, even though they had 2 innings left to hit. Payoff pitch from BBL apparently missed a bundle of letters. Adam Workan will be BBL's 12th walk of the summer. TJ Ream to the box. He's the shortstop for the Denver Cougars. As a runner at first, nobody outs to start this ball game. Fourth meeting of the season between these two teams. The 5th one will be tomorrow night. First pitch at 7 p.m. Central Time, not 7:30 like we've been having for the past week or so. 7 tomorrow, 7:30 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday for the last 3 games. This one's hit well to left field, but he pulled it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike on the counts. Larks are 3-0 versus Denver this year. They have run ruled 2 games against them and are outscoring them 41-13 through those 3 games. BBL out of Richardson, Texas, goes to New Mexico along with Larks pitcher Cam Walton and is now pitcher / courtesy runner. Pop fly, or not pop fly, but fly ball into left field. Dylan Dreiling doesn't have to move much forward, gets the outs. 1 away, runner at first base.
Number 26, Will Brazel.
Will Brazel to the box. He's getting the start at first base. And is batting third today. Score we're still having some issues with at the ballpark. We'll try to get it going here during this inning. But right now there's a runner at first who's taken off for second with 1 away. First pitch is an off-speed, so a good one to run on. As Workan steals second base, ends a potential inning-ending double play. Runner at second, 1 away. 0-1 counts, reads the scoreboard here at Larks Park. Minnick on deck, Martinez in the hole for the visiting Cougars, who come into this game 15-17 on the season. They're 11-15 in league play. 12.5 games back behind the Liberal BJs, who will get the crown unless they lose. I think they'll need to lose the rest of their games to help the Larks clinch a bid, or the league. We have a bid. Both top two seeds gets bids into the NBC World Series. So the Larks and BJs will be representing the Rocky Mountain Baseball League in Wichita. Larks had a good start last year at the NBC World Series, then kind of fizzled out towards the end, losing to Santa Barbara and then the Diamond Dogs. 1-1 from BBL. He's going for the outside corner. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to the 3-hole Brazel. He's got work in at second base with 1 away and a 2-1 count. Now scoreboard flashes 2-2. Hot night here in Hayes. Not much of a breeze to help it. Just one moving in from the outfield, but not strong at all. Swing and a miss on the 2-2. Ben Baker Livingston picks up his 24th strikeout in the season through 21 innings flats. After allowing a leadoff walk on the payoff pitch, he gets his next 2 and will go up against the cleanup hitter, Zach Minnick, who is tonight's DH. Do for the Larks in the bottom half of this first inning: Ben Ferenzi, Jack Terosian, and Hunter Rawson. Larks 2-0 against Colorado, or the Denver Cougars in Colorado. No, 1-0 in Colorado, 2-0 in Kansas. Minnick in the box. Sends this one off the skinny part of his bat to the backstop. Field is good to go despite there being puddles on it last night. The rain just came really quickly. All of a sudden the game was delayed. We waited for a while, and then they ended up calling it about 30 minutes maybe after initially delaying it. Scoreboard should be going now on the stream, so that's at least one good thing that the Larks got going for them in this game. And so far they've got Ben Baker Livingston going for him. He's retired his last 2 and is 1 strike away from ending the top half of the first inning. His outing before his previous one was a week before. It was against the Colorado Springs Outlaws at home. 3 innings in the starts, no runs. Gives up 3 hits, strikes out 2. His season high in strikeouts is 6. He already has 1 through 2/3 of an inning and is looking for number 2 right here. Delivers from the stretch. It won't be a strikeout, but it should be an out. Still in Dreiling chasing it. It will drop in foul territory, so maybe should not be an out. Looked like it would be routine for Dylan Dreiling, but it ended up keeping on carrying to the corner and dropped in foul territory. Nobody's getting that one. So we will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away, and a runner at second in the top half of the first inning. Larks 30-8 on the season. They're 21-4 in league play. Sitting in second place, 2.5 games back from the BJs. They had a chance to get one within a half game of them last night, and again had that 2-run loss. 2-2 again. Ben Baker Livingston strikes him out on the 6th pitch of the AB. He strikes out back-to-back guys. The leadoff runner will not come around to pass. Larks hold the Cougars off the scoreboard in the top half. No score to the bottom half. Larks half of the first. The Aussie will lead things off. The first pitch to him in the zone, a called strike from John Pelican. Pelican this year 0-3 with 4 starts. 4.44 ERA with a 1.32 whip. He's given up 22 hits through 24 and a third, 12 earned runs, 10 walks, 32 punch-outs. 1-1 count versus the Larks' top of the order for Renzi. He grounds it to his dugout, 1-2. Pelican from Lake Charles, Louisiana. It's a redshirt junior for McNeese State out of the Southland Conference. The 5'9" righty goes home. Ferenzi reaches for one just to stay alive with 2 strikes on him. Been in yesterday's contest, 1 for 2 with the run scored. Also picked up 2 walks. Got aboard in each of his first 3 plate appearances. Walked back-to-backs times, and then his third plate appearance, he got that first hit. It was a single. 1-2 home. He swings and misses at it, and will be strikeout number 1 on the day for John Pelican. And on the season, strikeouts number 33.
The right fielder from Creighton University, number 1, Jack Terosian.
This is his 8th appearance on the bump. He has 4 starts, one of them against the Larks on the 11th, and then another one on the 18th, one in Hayes, one in Colorado. In Hayes, it was his 2nd appearance. He went 6 innings, got the loss, gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 4 more unearned. Walked 3 and struck out a season-high 11. And then 7 days before that in Colorado, 4 1/3 in the starts. Got the loss. Gave up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 unearned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The Larks responsible for 2 of the 3 decisions on Pelican's record. 1-1 count to Jack Terosian. Jack against the Cougars this year, 5 of 13 with 5 runs, 3 RBIs, and 3 walks. He's stolen 3 bases against him. And grounds another hits down the right field line. Has 6 hits against Denver now. And the corner Martinez gets it. Terosian heads for second, so it's a 1-out double for Jack Terosian. Hunter Rawson to the box with Terosian standing at second base.
The second baseman, number 6, Hunter Rawson.
These 2 guys right now on the field for Larks committed about within a week of each other. Terosian going to Creighton. Hunter Rawson going to Ohio State. Pitch inside to Rawson, 1-0 counts. He's got Gruel on deck and Dreiling in the hole. Rawson this year versus the Cougars, 1 for 6 with a double, but he scored 4 times. He courtesy ran for Jackson Halter in one of the games and got a few runs from that. Ground ball to the right side. A good effort from Stahl to even get to that ball, but by the time he stands up, spins around, and looks at first base, Hunter Rawson's already there. Rawson at first, Terosian at third. Hunter on a 5-game hitting streak now. Terosian back in the hitting column after going hitless yesterday. Had a 10-game hitting streak snapped, which, again, an unfortunate thing about it is never got a chance to hit in the 8th or the 9th because of the storm, so hitting streak might have had a chance to be extended. 1 away, runners on the corners for Garrett Gruel, whose first pitch misses inside 1-0, just like Terosian. He saw his hitting streak end a little bit ago on the 21st. His 11-game hitting streak came to an end, but he still got on base 3 times without a hit. Reached on 2 hit-by pitches and reached on 2 errors and also reached on a hit-by pitch. 1-0 to Gruel. He's swinging, 1-1 counts.
Everybody clap.
Two of the fastest guys on the teams on the base paths right now. Pelican ignores both of them and goes home from the stretch. Gruel pops it up. Pelican calls off his catcher. Power move from the pitcher to call off his third baseman, and catcher send them retreating. Takes us to Dylan Driley, who has been on fire. Put his hitting streak at 17 games last night. Yesterday he picked up 2 RBIs on 2 hits. Currently third all-time for Larks single-season RBI mark. He scored 41 times in 32 games. Swinging at his first pitch, he takes it to left center field. Moving back is TJ Ream, who makes a catch over the shoulder to get Drilling out and to leave the runners on first and third. Larks get 2 hits in the first inning, but leave him on the base paths. Both teams go scoreless to the second inning here in Hayes. Second inning live from Hayes. Ben Baker Livingston to the bump, walked 1, and then got the next 3 out in the first inning. First pitch is a strike to Alec Martinez, the right fielder, batting 5th in the order. BBL goes outside, a ball and a strike. To Martinez, playing his 27th game of the summer, batting .299, but has an on-base percentage sitting at .415. That's second on the team among players who've played at least 25 games. Two balls and a strike to the right fielder. He's got Uran on deck. Brendel in the hole. BBL from the windup, the 2-1 home, grounded up the middle. Jazz Love moves towards it, picks it up, throws to first. BBL is now retired 4 in a row. To Cam Uran we go. He's the center fielder, batting 6th in the order. Ben Baker Livingston, a 6'2 freshman out of New Mexico, made 12 appearances for the Lobos this year, going 2-1, and was a 2-time Mountain West freshman player, or Mountain West freshman of the week. He's got the longest name on the Larks pitching staff, so most of the guys on the team just call him BBL. Even heard some turn that abbreviation of Ben Baker Livingston BBL into Ben Baseball Larks, which is top-notch creativity. He finds a low outside corner. 0-2 count, quick to Cam Uran. Heater outside, 1-2. Brady Evans, tonight's catcher, after catching a few consecutive games in a row. Turned it over to Jackson Halter for yesterday's game and got some rest, but he's back behind the plate today. 1-2. Uran thought about turning on it. They appeal down to first base. Says he did not swing, so the count moves to 2-2. Count is even. The pitch from Ben. Low again. Full counts. He walked a guy on his last payoff pitch. But we'll look to have a different result against the center fielder. Payoff pitch is home. He will walk. One guy in each of the first 2 innings. There is a runner at first with 1 out. Ben's now walked 13 guys through 21 2/3 on the season. Season high in walks is 4. That happened against the Denver Cougars on the 19th. And that appearance, it's his lone against the Cougars of the season. 3 innings in the starts. 2 hits, just 1 earned run, and he struck out 3. Most innings Ben has thrown this season is 4. He did it on the 3rd of July on that 4-game road trip to Colorado. Went 4 innings in the start against the Rough Riders. 1 hit, just 1 earned run, and he struck out 6. One count, Uran standing at first base. Ben checks on him. Uran slides in head first safely. Went away in the top of the seconds as Nick Crandall is at the plate. Not BJ's, that's who we played yesterday. The Cougars have stolen 1 base already on the day. Uran doesn't have a huge lead at first base, but it's also not small. 2-0 pitch inside, 3-0 quickly. It is a 4-pitch walk. Ben has now walked back-to-back guys. That moves Uran to second, puts Crandall at first base for Logan Balfons. Keith Harper out of the dugout as he sees Brady Evans have a chat with his pitcher, trying to settle him down, but the mound visit will continue as Evans goes back to the plate and will surely turn around as soon as he sees Harp. And that's what he does. So we'll take a quick pause while the mound visit goes down. 2 on with 1 out in the second. Logan Balfons, the catcher, at the plate. As Uran at second, Crandall at first base with 1 away here in the second. This pitch bounces off Brady Evans, rolls to the Cougars' dugouts. Runners each move up 90 feet. And they're threatening to score, both in scoring position with 1 away. Been struggling a little bit with his location this game, especially compared to how accurate he's been to start this season. Game Changer shows that he's thrown 35 pitches, 19 balls, 16 strikes. No stretch if you're Ben BL on the bump. You know you've got a very talented lineup of bats to get you some runs in the bottom half of this inning and throughout the game. And you responded well after having a walk in the first inning and a runner in scoring position, and you got the next 3 guys out. 1-1, good off speed. Just misses inside, 2 balls and a strike. Two-one, fouled off as Belfons drops to a knee. He has Stahl on deck. Working in the hole. It's a 2-2 count. Cougars that put on 3 today off of 3 walks. They have yet to pick up a hit or a run. They left 1 on base in the first inning. Larks in the bottom half of the first. 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and they left both guys on base. Another payoff pitch will be on its way from Ben Baker Livingston as a 2-2 misses low and inside. The Cougars are 0-2 at Larks Park this season and are 6-13 on the road. Larks 20-3 here at Larks Park and have won 10 of their last 11 home games. Payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. Ben Baker Livingston works his second strikeout of the day, number 25 of the season. Now 1 out away from getting out of the second inning. He's approaching 40 pitches. Has a runner at third and a runner at second. We're at the bottom of the order, Jackson Stahl. Larks went 5-1 against the Cougars last year. Only one of those games a run rule after picking up 2 run rules in both games at Larks Park this year. 0-1 after the call strike, swung on a miss. Evans takes it out the glove, bounces right, so does he to keep the runner at third base. Quickly 0-2 versus the second baseman sporting the number 2 jersey. Ben from the mound misses low and inside 1-2. The Cougars really mostly Denver natives and Colorado guys asked for the Larks. Only one active player from Hayes on the roster. It's Dylan Drawing in left field. Hutchison will be back in a little bit to be the second Hayes native on the roster. He's having a good year, but is out of town right now after battling an illness the previous week. 2-2 count after Ben misses inside. Do it for the Larks in the bottom half of this inning. 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Jiminian, Jaslove, and Evans. 2-2 from Ben Baker Livingston, grounded as it bounces to Larks' new assistant coach, Dustin Dreyer. Ben's done a lot of pitches between these 2 innings, as this one will be another full count. Game Changer right now has him at 45 pitches. We'll see what it actually is when it updates. He has a 1 wild pitch today, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Make that 4 strikeouts. He works out of the jam, leaves 2 on, and both of them were in scoring position. Strikes out 2 in each of the first 2 innings and keeps the Cougars off the scoreboard. Larks look to get on the scoreboard in the bottom half of the second inning, live from Hayes, Kansas. Larks have the second inning. Leo Geminian will lead things off for the Larks. Our center fielder out of St. Lo, France. The first pitch will be at the letters on a breaking ball. Started high, and then Pelican got to drop to the letters at the last seconds. This year in McNeese, Pelican made 7 appearances on the mound, or between these past 2 years, just 1 appearance this year. And that appearance, he didn't get an out, gave up 4 runs, 2 walks, and 2 hits. Every batter that he faced reached the base paths. And then the year before that, 6 appearances, much better numbers. Gave up 3 hits and 4 walks. Geminian takes this one to deep left field, work hands at the wall. He jumps up, and it will be a solo shot for the Frenchie. Good home run for Geminian. It's his second of the season. And he gets to touch them all and put the Larks up by 1. Career home run for the Larks, number 7. He had 5 in 2021 after none in 2020. Gets his first Larks home run since June 26, where he had a 2-for-4 day against the A's with 3 RBIs, a single, and then a home run. Larks have a lot of long balls this year, especially in this homestand. We've hit quite a bit. Seems like almost one every day. Ground ball up the middle should be routine for Marine, but it goes off of Bratzel's glove at first base. And Jaslow goes to seconds on the E3. Frustrating if you're Pelican. You just gave up a home run, have a chance to get some momentum and out, and now you got a runner in scoring position.
From Northeastern Oklahoma State University, the catcher, number 7, Brady Evans.
Leo now on a 12-game hitting streak after that home run. Brady Evans to the plate. Jaslow at second base with nobody out still here in this second inning. Larks with 3 hits, a single and a double, and now a home run. Evans had his first day off in a minute yesterday, and on his first pitch he goes up and in, takes it off that Evo Shield elbow protector. Pelican apologizes to him, and Brady tells him you're good, and heads to first base.
Tonight's A Street Liquor Beverage batter, the designated hitter from the University of Oklahoma, number 23, Braden Lucart.
Courtesy runner for the Larks will be Cam Walton as Braden Lucart comes to the plate.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 25, Cam Walton.
Braden tonight's DH seeing some action after Nuts appearing in the Liberal Series. Oh, he did appear. No, he didn't. I was right. That was with the... He did hit against Liberal in Liberal and had 4 plate appearances, but this is his first time at the plate since Monday. Two on, nobody out. It's 1-0 counts. He swings and fouls it off. Ferenzi on deck, Terosian in the hole for Hayes. Jazz at second, Walton at first. This pitch to B. Lou will miss the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Leo started this inning out with a solo home run to left field. Then Jaslow reached on the Brazil air. Brady Evans was just hit by a pitch. 4th batter of the inning, it's the bottom of the order. Larks up 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. Pitch home to B. Lou, goes between the legs of Belfonz. It'll be a passed ball. Rounding third and staying at third is Jazz Love as Walton moves up to second base. Hitters counts for the Oklahoma Sooner at the plates. Braden Lukart spanning .265 this season with a .419 on base percentage. Has picked up 13 hits in 49 at-bats. Pelican looking for the first down of the second inning. Should Jazz Love score, it would be an unearned run. Opposite field pop flight will be out of play, dropping in the Larks bullpen. Three-two counts. It'll miss low on the payoff pitch. Braden Lukart will load him up with the walk. Pelican has now walked 11 this season. It's his first of the day.
Top of the batting order for the Larks, the third baseman, number 4, Ben Ferenzi.
Base is loaded for Ben Ferenzi. It was 0 for 1 today after striking out in the first inning. Pitch inside, 1-0. Home run, error, hit by pitch, and a walk here in the second inning. Jazz Love at third, Walton at second, Braden Lukart at first base. 1-0, Ben takes it to right center field, chasing it as you ran. It will drop in front of the Redeemed Designs logo. Jazz Love scores, Walton gets sent home, and Belu held at third. Ben Ferenzi with a 2 RBI double brings home Jazz and Walton. 6 through 8 in the order of unscored, the 3 who were due up this inning. Ben 1 for 2 now on the day and picks up his first 2 RBIs in his career against the Cougars. On the season, he now has 24 RBIs. Jazz Love scores his 32nd run of the season, and Cam Walton scores his 10th run as a Lark. 3-0 Hayes, that's the first hit in the past 4 batters. But the Larks have still put everybody on in this inning. 3 runs here in the second inning with nobody outs. Ferenzi with 2 RBIs, Jemenian with an RBI. Jemenian, Jazz Love, and Evans. Evans is courtesy runner Walton. Walton, Jazz Love, and Jemenian are 3 runs of the inning. Ben Ferenzi at second base. Braden Lukart at third as the pitch inside to Jack Terosian will bounce away from Belfons. Larks will score their 4th run of the inning, and Ferenzi moves up into third. Bottom 4 of the order of each scored in this inning. Lukart scores his 18th run as a Lark. Scoreboard shows a 1-1 count to Terosian, who doubled in the first inning. Pelican being out in the heat for a minute on the bump. Faced 5 in the first, is facing his 6th of the second. Nice to be cruising with a comfortable lead early on after having 2 tightly contested ball games with a lot of tension and pressure against the BJs. Larks get to just go out there and have fun. You already have an NBC World Series bid clinched. Probably not going to win the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. So just go out there and have fun. Put the ball in play and see what happens. 1-2 to Terosian. He will foul it off. Should the BJs finish strong and win the league, it'll be the first year that the Larks have been in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League that they did not win the title. This is our 3rd year in the league. Back-to-back champions in 2020 and 2021. Rawson standing on deck. Gruel in the hole for Hayes. 1-2 count, Pelican versus Terosian. Pitch inside, and it will catch Jack, who tried to dodge it, ended up falling while he tried to stumble away from it. It'll be aboard for the second time today. A double and a hit by pitch for the Creighton Blue Jay. Runners on the corners for Hunter Rawson, who singled in the first inning. It was a semi-infield single in the first inning for Hunter Rawson. It had been one that was past Stahl, who dove forward barely in the grass. Probably would have scored Terosian, who was standing at second base with one away. 4-0 Larks, runners on the corners with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Check over at Jack Terosian. He slides in head first safely. Rawson with his single the last inning put himself on a 5-game hitting streak. Getting his second at-bat of the day, he's working with an 0-1 count, taking the strike. Pelican, according to the McNeese State websites, he pitched in the NCAA Regionals against the Oregon State Beavers. But here against the Hayes Larks, he sees this one go behind his catcher ball Fonz. And Ben Ferenzi scoring. First 5 to the plate of this inning have each scored, and moves Jack Terosian over to seconds. Still nobody out. Home run, start of the inning, then Jazz Love reached on an error. Evans was hit. Lucar walked. Ferenzi doubled. Then Terosian was hit. King takes a look at Terosian, who takes a jab step to third base. As a 1-1 catches the outside low corner. A ball and 2 strikes for Hunter Rawson. Gruel on deck. Jazz Love or Dreiling in the hole. The Larks are going to win their 15th game in the month of July. They're 7-0-3 in series. 7 wins in series, 6 of them sweeps. And they've split 3 2-game series. This is game 1 of 2 against the Cougars. First pitch tomorrow at 7 p.m. Back to our normal start time, at least for tomorrow. Since the Cougars have a travel day, Monday an off day, and the Larks will take on the Saints, now called the Angels, for 2 games. On Tuesday and Wednesday, and that'll finish our regular season. First pitch Tuesday at 7:30, Wednesday at 7 again. Rawson flies this one to left center field. He had a home run in the same spot against Liberal. This one will be off the wall as Workin falls on the warning track. Rawson heads for third base and will have a RBI triple. Larks as a team have now hit the cycle. Hunter Rawson solely is now a double and a home run shy of the cycle in just the second inning. Terosian scores from second. It's his first run of the day. And he puts the Larks up 6-0. First 6 batters of the inning have each scored, and the 7th one sitting at third base. Cerullo out of the dugouts. Runner at third with nobody out. Larks up 6-0 in the bottom of the second. JUCO All-American to the plate. Garrett Gruel is 0 for 1 today. It's still Pelican on the mound in the second inning. He's been standing on the bump out in the heat for a while. And his first pitch to Garrett Gruel, a good breaking ball. in the zone for a called strike. Larks up 6-0. They have 3 hits in this inning, a walk, 2 hit by pitches, and they reached on 1 error. Kroll swings hard at 1. That was low and outside. 0-2 counts. Rawson 90 feet from scoring. Drowning on deck. Jeminian in the hole for Hayes. This is the 8th batter of the inning for the Larks. Oh, 2 home to Goose. It'll bounce low. 1-2. Goose, a 6-foot freshman out of Groesbeck, Texas. Also goes by the name Garrett Gruhl. Played in 53 games with the Murray State Aggies, as was Region 2's Player of the Year. 1-2, he swings and misses. He's now 0 for 2. Gets Pellican his first strikeout since the leadoff hitter of the first inning. Larks bring their 9th to the plate of the second inning. It's Dylan Dreiling who's 0 for 1. He and Gruhl, the lone 2 Larks, did not see the base paths in this game so far. Kind of impressive that 7 of your 9 guys through 1 1/3 have each seen the base paths, and 6 guys have scored already. Different guys, too. 1-0 counts for Dylan Dreiling. Pops this one back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rawson sitting at third base after his triple with nobody out. Dreiling reaches low for 1, pops it off of the concession stand.
Foul ball to retrieve. Please bring the foul ball back to the Larks nest. They give you $1, courtesy of the Hayes Police Department.
That one might have caught a fan on the fan pavilion. There's a bunch of people rushing and looking at somebody who was in line in the concession stand. Pop fly to the left side of the field. It forces Austin Pewitt to get out of his seat in the dugouts as Crandall chases into foul territory. Dreiling now 0 for 2, popping outs. Larks have batted around. We go to the man who led off the inning with a home run, Leo Jeminian. Solo shot for him to start it. He took it to left field between the 349 marker in right center and the 322 marker in the corner. Back-to-back outs for Pellican after the mound visits. Fires in a first pitch strike to the French center fielder. Ferenzi, Rawson, and Jeminian are 3 hits of the second inning. Terosian and Rawson each had 1 in the first inning. It's a 2 for 2 day for Rawson with a triple and a single. Was left at first base in the first inning and is sitting at third here in the second. Pellican working his pitch count up. He's approaching 50. The first pitcher of the day for both teams, working high pitch counts through 2 innings. Stahl picks this one up at second base off the bat of Jeminian. Throws to first in time after the first 7 to reach. Pellican gets the next 3 outs and ends the second inning. Larks score 6, leave their third runner on base of the day, and pick up 3 more hits. To the third we go. Larks up 6-0. Top of the third, top of the order. Adam Workman will lead things off. His first pitch, the breaking ball from Ben Baker Livingston that misses the zone. 1-0 counts. One ball and a strike. BBL through 2 innings. 3 walks, no hits, no runs. He's left 3 on. Each of those 3 guys he's left in scoring position. 1-1 grounded to him. He comes off the mound, throws sidearm to first. Garrett Grohl reaches up and gets us the first out of the 3rd inning. BBL has now retired 3 in a row. Let's check out that Larks defensive alignment. From left to right in the outfield, Dreiling, Jeminian to Rosian. Grohl manning first base. Ferenzi opposite of him in the hot corner. Jazz at short, Rawson at second. Brady Evans behind the dish with, of course, Ben Baker Livingston on the bump. TJ Ream to the box, flew out to Jack Terosian for the first out of the ball game. It's 0 for 1 and now has a 1-0 count in the 3rd inning. Good play from Ben Baker Livingston to get off the mound, get to that one, and get it accurately to first base. 1-1 counts. Ben has struck out 4 today, struck out back-to-back guys to end the 1st inning and did it again in the 2nd inning. This one line, Jaslove jumps, but he's not going to get that even if he's 7.5 feet tall. It'll be a 1-out single for TJ Ream, the first hit of the day for the Denver Cougars.
The first baseman, number 26, Will Russell.
Brazel to the box. He struck out swinging in the 1st. Was the first of Ben Baker Livingston's 4 strikeouts today. Pitch above the letters, 2-0 counts. Fly ball to left field. Ferenzi's chasing it, so is Dreiling. Dylan will call off Ben, and it's the left fielder who makes the catch. Good communication to call off that one. It was hit right between the two of them. Brazel now 0 for 2. Go to Zeke Minnick, the designated hitter, who struck out swinging to end the 1st inning. Lights have turned on here at Larks Park as the sun has started to set just about an hour into this game. Oh, what count called strike to the DH. Martinez on deck. He ran in the hole for the visiting Cougars. Oh, 1 home, outside and low, a ball and a strike. Runner at first base with 2 away, 1-1. Inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Do it for the home team in the bottom half of this 3rd inning. Jaslove, Evans, and Lucarts. Each of those 3 guys reached to start the 2nd inning. 1-2, misses low. Evans blocks it, stands up, grabbing the ball to make sure that Ream stays at first base. Straight up defense for the Larks. Grohl holding the runner on first on. 1-2 ground ball. Ben Baker Livingston reaches low, picks it up off the mound, and works his 3rd scoreless frame of the day. 1 hits, 1 runner left on, no runs, no walks, and the 3rd frame for the Cougars. To the bottom half we go. Larks look to extend their 6-run lead. Bottom of the third, Jazz Love will lead things off. He's been at the bottom of the order, or at least like the bottom half of the order a lot lately after being really our second batter in the lineup for most of the start of the season. Really that month of June, he was at the top 3 in the order, mostly at the 2 spot. Then we went out to Colorado. He was still there, and it seems like ever since we came back home from the Rockies, he's been towards the bottom half. He's still at a good bat. He's working a 1-2 count. He reached and scored in the second inning because of a Brazel error. Ben Baker Levinson in the top half of this inning allowed a hit and had 2 ground outs to him that he fielded and threw to first in time. This ground ball will go to the hot corner Crandall, who throws across the diamond in time. Jazz Love looks a little bit hurt after bouncing off of first base. Has to go into right field and is looking at that ankle as he hobbles off the playing field. Didn't look right when he hit first base, and he will go the long way around the field to not interfere with things. But Larks do have our trainer here at the ballpark. I'll go have a chat with Dylan, our trainer, as he is now sitting down outside the Cougars dugouts. Dusty Dreyer, our first base coach, looking at him. Jazz in some pain. That is a not good sign for a lot of reasons. Never want to see a guy get hurt, especially this close to the big games coming up at the NBC World Series. A guy with this talent just always stinks to see guys get hurt, but that's just part of sports, and it's by far the worst part of things. Has a laugh with the coach of the Cougars in the dugouts, and now will jog on his own power across to his dugouts. Larks do have Tanner Rice on the bench, so if they do need somebody to come in and play the middle infield, that's a guy who can do it. No Palmer Hutchison, though, hurts. Could be a situation where you move Ferenzi to short and Hutch to the hot corner, because Rice really hasn't played much other than second base this summer for the Larks. Evans grounds this one to the third base. A line where Crandall fielded just barely in foul territory. Frank Leo leaves his third base coaching box to go look at Jazz Love, who's getting worked at with the trainer. Rice standing up by him, keeping a close eye. Need to know if he needs to go out and play the infield in the 4th inning. One, 1-2 counts. One ball, 2 strikes to Brady Evans, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning and had his courtesy runner score. 1-2 count. He struck out and he knew it right away. Pelkine has now retired 5 in a row after the first 7 that he faced in the second inning reached. His third strikeouts, of the day. 2 swinging. This is his first looking. Bottom of the order, Braden Lukart to the box. As the beverage batter, he walked in the second inning. Pop fly to the third base side. Crandall calls off Ream and gets it. Larks go in order for the first time today. 1-2-3 in the third inning. Ferenzi will be the one to lead off the 4th. As we go to the 4th inning, Larks down by 6. We'll see if Jazz Love comes out and plays his shortstop spot. Ben Baker Livingston back to the bump for the 4th inning. Had a quick turnaround between innings 3 and 4 after the Larks win in order for the first time today. His first pitch to Alec Martinez grounded to the new second baseman Tanner Rice, whose throw is in time to first base. New defense for the Larks. Austin Jaslov has now been subbed out of the game, so Tanner Rice comes in to sub for him. Rice will take his 7th spot in the order. Rawson moves from second and is now at third base. Ferenzi moves from third to short. So outfield the same. Dreiling in left, Dominion in center, Tarosian in right, Garrett Gruhl at first base. But the 3 other guys in the infield different. Rice at second, Ferenzi at short, Rawson in the hot corner. Brady Evans still behind the bump, BBL still on the mound. I'm not sure, but I do believe this is Hunter Rawson's first game at third base in a Larks uniform. 2-0 pitch. Misses the zone low. 3-0 count to Cam Uran, who walked in the second inning and was left at third base. Fastball right down Broadway. It's a called strike. Uran taken all the way with a 3-0 count. Five-pitch walk for Ben Baker Livingston. It's his 4th walk allowed today. At size, a season high, which came against the Cougars on the 19th. Larks have a southpaw in the pen. I think it's Caleb Meredith, but that's a long ways to try and guess who it is. It's easier to see when it's lighter outside who it is. But once it gets dark, there's too much netting, and the guy's far enough in the left field corner that it's tough to tell. Some guys it's pretty obvious just because they got different and unique pitching deliveries. You can tell when it's a guy like Sam Hinton, just the way he throws and dips his body low to throw. Kobe Grimsley's one that's easy to tell, but right now I think it's Meredith, can't tell. But anyway, it's a 2-0 count to Nick Crandall, who walked in the second inning. He ran at first base, 0 for 0 on the day with a pair of walks. Ben's longest outing this season is 4 innings. He did on the 3rd. And will work out of this 4th inning. Gets a 5-4-3 double play. Rawson to Rice to Gruhl. Keep Hunter Rawson in the hot corner as he, in his first inning at third base as a Lark, helps turn an inning-ending double play. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Larks lead 6-0. Top of the order for the bottom of the 4th. Larks up 6-0. Ben Ferenzi at the plate. He started the game at third base, was moved to short in the last half inning, and is working with a 1-0 count. A ball and a strike. Ferenzi 1 for 2 in the day. Struck out in the first inning, and then in the second, followed it up with a 2 RBI double. Fouls his third pitch off. 1-2 counts. Two RBIs from Ferenzi, 1 from Rawson, 1 from Jeminian. Runs have been scored by Ferenzi, Terosian, Jeminian, Jaslov, Evans, and Lucarts. It'll stay 1-2 at the counts. Larks brought 10 to the plate in the second inning and scored all 6 of their runs, and then went in order in the third inning. Still Peloquin on the bump. He's thrown 59 pitches. Ben Baker Livingston matches a season-high 4 innings, throws 71 pitches. 1 hit allowed, no runs, 4 strikeouts. 2-2 count to the new shortstop. Ground ball to Preston Tabor, who was making his way from the bullpen to the dugouts. He'll go chasing to left field. He won't be pitching today. He pitched the ending of Game 1 against the BJs. Went in and got a clutch 2 1/3. Was fired up about it, as he should be. Wherever the lefty was in the bullpen seems to be done warming up. It's a 2-2 count with nobody out, nobody on to Ben Ferenzi. 2-2, he lines it to left field. That'll get down for at least 1 base. Organ chases it. Ferenzi, was trying for a hustle double, decides that it's best to go back to first and be content with a single. 2 for 3 today for Ferenzi, a double and a single. A run scored and 2 runs driven in. It's the first time the Larks have had a leadoff base runner today. In the second inning, we had a leadoff hit, but it was a home run. Jack Terosian to the plate. He's been aboard 2 times, was hit in the second and doubled in the first. He scored 1 run off the Hunter Rawson triple in the second inning. Larks just kept the line moving in the second inning. Our first 7 reached. Larks through the first 3 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk. They score 6 runs and leave 3 on the base paths. 1-0 count to the Omaha native. Peloquin looks over his shoulder at Ferenzi, takes his time, now delivers home, and gets it in the zone, a called strike. 1-1 counts. Jack 6 for 14 against the Cougars this year. Has 6 hits. 4 of them singles. Also has a double. And then it hit a home run against him in Colorado. He's stolen 3 bases against him. He scored a team-leading 6 times against him. And driven in 5. Which is second on the... No, excuse me, 3. I was looking at the wrong guy. Everything else was Jack. The 5 was a different guy. 2-2 counts. It's his 4th game against the Cougars this season, playing in all 4. Game number 37 of the summer. He's only had 2 games off. 2-2, Ferenzi gets a good jump. Pitch misses inside. It'll be a full count after the stolen base attempt. Ben is in safely, standing now in scoring position, stealing his 7th base of the season and his 7th attempt. He's 5th on the team in stolen bases. The leaderboard has Terosian standing at top with 19. Leo Jeminian in second with 17. And then Jaslov and Wright with 8, tied for 3rd. Ferenzi breaking a tie with Hunter Rawson for 5th, now has 7. Rawson behind him with 6. Payoff pitch come to Jack Terosian. It'll miss outside, and he will pick up Walk number 24 of the season that leads the Larks. He's also picked up 46 hits, scored 46 runs, and driven in 23 runs. Terosian aboard for the third time today. A double, a hit by pitch, and a walk takes us to Hunter Ross, who's been aboard in each of his first 2 plate appearances. A single and a triple on the day. Hunter Parker now throwing in the pen for the Larks, as the Cougars bullpen is empty. 1-0 counts. Rawson this year against the Cougars, 3 for 9 with a double, a single, and a triple. Ferenzi dances around at second, tries to catch the eye of Pelican, as the pitch will miss inside to Rawson, while Fons tries to snow cone it. It bounces off his glove, but the runners stay. Workhand in left, Uran in center, Martinez in right, Brazel at first. Stahl and Ream in the middle of the infield. Stahl at second, Ream at shorts, Crandall at third with ball Fons behind the plate. That's the Cougars' defensive alignment. Is still Pelican on the mound looking for his first out of the 4th inning. He's thrown 72 pitches. Runners take off on the 3rd pitch of the AB. Ball Fons skies it to third base and into left field. Terosian goes first to third. Ferenzi goes second to home and scores his second run of the day. Larks now up 7-0. It will be Ferenzi's second stolen base of the day, and advances home on the air. Throw I don't think would have been in time had it been accurate. He is now 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts. Terosian now 20 of 23. 2 balls and a strike for Rawson with the runners at third base. A little eager on the swing. He grounds it right past Frank Leo. Well, Ben Baker Livingston will be done. Has his jersey off and his backpack on as he walks from the bullpen to the dugouts. Halter and Evans have had to split the time catching. It's been mostly Evans. Yesterday was Halter's first game in a minute, as him and LaRue were battling a little bit of injuries. LaRue is still out of the lineup. He's in the dugout wearing his jersey and a pair of shorts. So no LaRue, at least for today. Not sure what the situation, little timeline is for him. I know they want him for the NBC, and that's why they're not rushing him back. I'm not sure if we'll see him again before the NBC World Series or not. Either way, Larks will be going there, and they want to make sure they have one of the best bats on the roster in their lineup healthy. 3-2 count for Hunter Rawson, looking for his 3rd hit and his 3rd at-bat. Payoff pitch is home. He's swinging and pulls it foul, and we will get a second payoff pitch to the Ohio State Buckeye. Gruel on deck, drowning in the hole for the Larks. Terosian standing at third base with nobody out. Larks up by 7 in the second half of the 4th inning. Game 1 and 2 against the Cougars. First pitch tomorrow at 7 p.m. Catch it right here on Larks Network. Even better, come down to the park. It's Pack the Pantry weekend. So come on, help out the Hayes community and bring some non-perishable items. Hunter Rawson will send this one to left field and is now just a home run away from the cycle with a second RBI on the day. And has his first double. A single in the first, a triple in the second, and a double now in the 4th inning. A 3-for-3 day for Hunter Rawson.
The first baseman, number 20, Garrett Gruel.
Rawson's 7th double of the season, had his 2nd triple of the year earlier, and his 20th single of the year before that. Runner at second base. Larks now up 8-0. Terosian has scored 2 times and been left at third base once. Ground ball from Gruel up the middle. It will be a no-out single, and Rawson goes second to home. Rawson's first run of the day, despite being in scoring position 2 different times between the first 2 innings. Larks up by 9 as Garrett Gruel gets his first hit of the day.
The left fielder, number 33, Dylan Dryling.
Dylan Dryling now the only Lark to not see the base paths. He's at the plate right now with Gruel at first. Larks up 9-0. Nobody out here in the fourth inning. They've scored 3 in this inning. The first 4 have reached, and Cerullo will be out of the dugouts as a guy jogs out to the bullpen to see how the guy warming up there is coming along. Dryling at the plate with Gruel at first base. Still nobody out. Gruel is taken off for second as Dryling fouls one off. No one counts. Larks with a walk, a single. Actually, 2 singles and a double here in this fourth inning. Check over at Gruel. He's in safely. Pellikeen still in the bump as a righty's up in the pen for the Cougars. It's an 0-1 count to Dryling. Dryling 0 for 2 on the day with 2 pop-outs. Against the Cougars this year, he is 3 for 13 with 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 3 walks. 2 of his 3 hits are doubles. Good cut here, but he fouls it off. 0-2. Palmer Hutchison not in the lineup today, not in Hayes. But he's been one of the best bats against the Cougars this season. He had a 3-home run, 7 RBI game against him in Colorado. It's the other Hayes native at the plate looking for his first hit, but he's down 0-2 in the counts. Pellikeen, after a mound visit in the second inning, retired the next 3 guys. See what he does here after the mound visits here in the fourth. Pitch inside, a ball, and 2 strikes. Larks 8 hits today, 3 of them in this inning, 2 walks, 1 in this inning. They've scored 6 runs, 3 of them in this inning. Or excuse me, 9 runs, 3 in this inning. I think I said 6. We scored 6 in the second, 3 in the fourth. 1 run and 3 innings away from our 3rd run rule against the Cougars this season. One, 2 is home. Be a 2-2 count for Dryling. Grounds this one to the third base side. It's going to be a tough play for Crandall, whose throw is wild to first base. Rule stands at second. It will be an infield hit. It was just going to be a tough play for the man in the hot corner, Dylan Dryling. Extends his hitting streak to 18 games. That's the longest one we've had this season, and is by default the longest active one. 2 on, nobody out, and that will be a day for John Pellikeen.
complicate ya. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate ya. Complicate ya.
New pitcher into the game is Jeremiah Scott after Pelican gives us the first 3 innings. Turns it over to the righty as Dominion lines this one to left field. It is going to be just foul of a home run. So close. Went off the wall anyway. Would have been extra bases, but just a little bit more oomph into the right. It's his second home run of the day. Drowning at first, Garrett Gruel at second base. They hit consecutive singles to end Pelicans' days. Jeremiah Scott on the bump. Also goes by Sushi Scott. Has pitched in 2 games against the Larks. Pitched on the 11th. Went 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs. Striking out 2, no walks. And then pitched against us on the 19th, 8 days later. 1/3 of an inning. Got the loss. Allowed 4 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks. Pelican in position to pick up his 3rd loss against the Larks this season. 0-2 to Dominion. He drives to center field, moving back as you ran. He stops up, gets the ball as Garrett Gruel tags up, and will be safe at third base. So now runners on the corners with 1 away for Tanner Rice, getting his first at-bat of the day. He places Austin Jaslove, who went 0 for 2, reaching on an error and then grounding out in the 3rd. He scored in the 2nd inning. Jeremiah Scott, a 6'4" righty out of Littleton, Colorado, goes to Colorado Christian. Nice swings at this one as it goes behind the plate, and Garrett Gruel scores the 10th run of the day for the Larks. Everybody but Dreiling has scored. Only guys with 2 runs are Ferenzi and Terosian. Dreiling sitting at second base. 1 away, 0-1 counts after Leo Geminian's flyouts. Rice looking to bring home Dreiling. Grounds this one to the first base side and foul. 0-2 counts. Year against D2 schools at Colorado Christian. Jeremiah Scott has no listed stats on their websites. He has a 1 appearance outing in 2021 where he threw against University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. He went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits and 6 earned runs. One, 2 count, pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Austin Jaslove was injured on his ground out in the last inning. Went to his dugout on his own power, but is out of the game. Good to see him be able to jog on his injury, but never good to see any injury, no matter the severity. Rice swings and misses at this pitch, and he will be outs number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Jeremiah Scott. Brady Evans will step to the plate 0 for 1 today. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. Dryling at second, 2 away. Larks up 10-0. They have 9 hits today, 4 of them in this inning. 1 walk in this inning, 1 back in the second. 4 runs in the fourth, 6 in the second. Evans grounds this one to the third baseman Crandall, who shuffles and throws to first in time. Larks bring everybody but Lukart to the plate in the 4th inning. And just like the second inning, after a mound visits, the next 3 get outs. Larks score 4 and take a 10-run lead to the 5th here in Hayes. Ben Baker Livingston gives us 4 innings, allowing just 1 hit and no runs. Turns it over to the southpaw out of Chucky, Tennessee, Caleb Meredith. Meredith's first pitch is swung on a miss, but Fonz loses his footing and balance on the swing. No more Dylan Dryling in the lineup after his single in the last inning. It's taken out, and Cam Walton takes a spot in left field. Everything else the same. It's the second defensive change of the day. Ground ball to Rawson, picks it up between the legs, throws to Garrett Grohl in time. 1 up, 1 down for Caleb Meredith in the 5th. Larks are 8 outs away from a run rule. Jackson Stahl to the box at the bottom of the order. He struck out swinging for the last out of the second inning and is 0 for 1 on the day. Pitcher Meredith, line to Rice. It bounces once on the brown part of the turf, and Rice gets it in time to first base. 2 up, 2 down. Caleb's last outing was against the Dodge City A's, where he went 2 innings in relief, 1 earned run and a strikeouts. This season he is 2-0 on the bump. 3 starts, now 9 relief appearances for him. Called strike here, 0-1 count to the top of the order. Adam Workin, who walked in the first inning, got to second base, was left there, and then grounded out to BBL for the first out of the third inning. Meredith throws a ball, bounces in, a ball and a strike. Ben Baker Livingston faced the minimum in the fourth inning thanks to a Rawson to Rice to Gruel double play. So Walton now in left, Jeminian in center, Terosian in right, Rawson for Renzi, Rice and Gruel from left to right in the infield. Brady Evans still catching for the Larks. Foul ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-away. Larks up 10-0 here in the top half of the 5th. Meredith home, the 2-2, flown to left field. Walton gives chase. He will make the catch in front of the warning track. And Galen Meredith works a 1-2-3 fifth. Larks lead by 10 as we go to the home half.
The beverage batter, Braden Lucart.
Bottom of the 5th, bottom of the order. Braden Lucart will lead things off. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored back in the second inning. Larks brought everybody but him to the plate in the last inning and scored 4 runs. They're up 10-0. They have 9 hits. 2 walks, 10 runs, and they've left 4 on the base paths. Florenzi on deck, Terosian in the hole for the Hayes Larks. It's a 3-0 count from Scott to Lucarts. This pitch will be inside, so it wasn't 3-1. Scoreboard premature. It is 3-1. The 3-1 count to the DH out of St. Joseph, Missouri. He swings at this pitch, sends it to left field high. Work in, gets under. It's under the lights. He gets the first outs on the bottom of the 5th. Scott has retired all 4 that he's faced between the 4th and the 5th. To Ben Ferenzi at the top of the order, he is 2 for 3 today with a single, a double, and a strikeout. This year against the Cougars, he is 3 of 5 at the plate. He has scored 3 runs without an RBI and has walked once. No walks, actually. 2 doubles and a single errors hits. He's also been hit by a pitch against him. He's the current leader of the team in hit by pitch and has been on board quite a bit because of it. 32 hits, 10 walks, 15 hit by pitches for Ben Ferenzi. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scott delivers home, misses the zone. 2-1 count, 1 away. Bases empty in the bottom half of the 5th. Oh, strike. Just got the inside part of the plate. 2-2. Larks will take on the Denver Cougars tomorrow from Larks Park. First pitch at 7 p.m. and then Monday off in the last 2 games of the season on Tuesday and Wednesday. Payoff pitch to the Aussie, sent opposite field. Fly ball to Alec Martinez, who doesn't have trouble with it in right field and gets the second outs of the 5th. Fly outs to left and fly out to right to start the 5th inning. We go to Cade Brown, who will take over Jack Terosian's spot in the order. Terosian will finish his day with a double, a walk, and a hit by pitch. He scores 2 runs. Brown 2 for 5 against the Cougars this season with 2 runs and 3 runs driven in. He's walked 2 times. Yesterday against the BJs, Cade went 0 for 3 but walked once and scored a run. He walked 4 times between the 2 games against Liberal. 1-0 count to the Oklahoma Sooner. Rawson standing on deck. Garrett Gruhl in the hole for the Larks. Called strike to CB. 1-1 counts.
Cade this year in 93 trips to the plate, 75 at-bats, 20 hits, 15 walks, 24 RBIs, and 16 runs. Scored the 1-1 tomb. Swung on, 1-2 counts. Larks 3-0 this year against the Denver Cougars, looking for their 4th win. They won 5 straight against them dating back to last year. And our 8 for the last 9 against the Denver Cougars. Cade Brown pitched against the Cougars a couple times last year through 1 inning on the 23rd of July and 1 inning on the next day on the 24th. Lines this one to left center field, reaching forward his work in. It'll be a 2-out extra base hit for Cade Brown. 1 at bats and a double for Cade Brown. Back in the hit column after going hitless yesterday, he stands at second base with Hunter Rawson coming to the plate. Rawson just a home run shy of the cycle. A double in the 4th, a triple in the 2nd, and a single in the 1st inning.
The third baseman, number 6, Hunter Rawson.
Rawson batting .300 this season. Three for 3 day for him. As Scott goes home, he sends it into center field. As Shallow running forward as you ran. He will make the catch on the run. No, he won't. It'll be dropped. And the inning will continue. Cade Brown scores.
So Larks now up 11-0. No sign of whether we're going to rule it a hit or an error. It will be an E8. Ross on the board for the 4th time. No RBI as Cade Brown scores his first run in his first inning. Larks up by 11. Rawson at first base. He scored in the 4th inning. Garrett Gruel at the plate. He singled in the 4th inning and drove in a run. 0-1 counts, 2 away. Runner at first in an 11-0 game right here in the bottom of the 5th. Larks with 10 hits. They have 1 in this inning. And have scored 1 run. 5 runs between the past 2 innings for the Larks. Garrett Gruel grounds this one slowly to the shortstop Ream, who tosses it to Stahl. After the air, Scott only has to face 1 more, but the Larks get on the board again. They lead by 11 as we go to the 6th inning of action here from Hayes. Top half of the 6th inning, Meredith back to the bump after a 1-2-3 5th. He ended the 5th inning with an Adam Wergen flyout. He drove it to Walton in left field, who made the catch on the run, a good catch. Now Garrett Gruel in left field will get you the defensive alignment, if I remember after this at-bat. Quickly, it's 0-2 against TJ Ream, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a single. Larks up 11-0 in the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. 0-2 counts. Just missing the zone here. 1-2. Larks have outscored the Cougars 52-13 in their games against them. Yesterday's game was ended prematurely because of a thunderstorm. We got rain on the way here in Hayes, but it looks like we're going to be able to play through it. Line drive to left field. Bounces in foul territory, and we will stay 1-2 to Ream. Brazel on deck, Minnick in the hole for the Denver Cougars. Meredith from the third base side of the rubber, misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caleb looking for strikeout number 18 this season. He's thrown 24 and 2/3. 17 hits, 9 earned runs, 5 walks, 18 strikeouts. 3-2 now is the count after he misses low and inside. Larks, 1 hits, 1 run, nobody left, or excuse me, 1 runner left on. No, nobody left on, and no walks in the 5th inning. Payoff pitch, fly to the right side and out of play. Still 3-2, payoff pitch number 2. Swung and a miss. Meredith gets his first strikeout of the day, number 18 of the season. Let's check out how the Larks are looking defensively here in the 6th. Garrett Gruhl, the new left fielder, and moves Cam Walton into right field. No more Jack Terosian. And then in center field, Leo Jiminian still. Infield, an entirely different arrangement than the way we started it. Cade Brown now at first base, Rice at second. Ferenzi at short and Roston at third. Brady Evans behind the plate. So Leo Jiminian and Brady Evans, the only ones at their spot where they started in the game. 0-1 count to Will Brazel, who's 0 for 2. He swings and now works with an 0-2 count. Meredith worked quickly in the 5th, got 2 ground outs and a flyouts. Here in the 6th, he started with a strikeout and is up 0-2 at the count. 0-2 home. Grounded foul. Southpaw throws home, almost catches the belly of Brazel, but it does miss him and miss the zone. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 away. One, two, a breaking ball just above the letters. A really good pitch. Larks have a righty up in the pen throwing. After this one's lined up the middle, a really good at bat for Will Brazel. Gets the first hit for the Cougars since the 3rd inning and their first base runner since the 4th. First base runner that Meredith has seen, and first hit he's allowed. Runner at first for Zeke Minnick, who struck out against BBL in the 1st and then grounded out to BBL in the 3rd inning. Ben Baker Livingston gave us 4 innings, 71 pitches, just 1 hit, 4 walks, no runs. He struck out 4. He's in position to get the win if the Larks get the run rule. It would be his 2nd win as a Lark. Pitch home in the zone, called strike. Cade Brown chatting with Brazel at first base. He's holding him on. Defense up the middle, ready to turn a double play. Larks turned a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play in the 4th, and they had a couple of big ones against Liberal and split that 2-game series against the BJs. Cougars down to the RMBL race, now the NBC race. They're 11-15 in league play, 12.5 games back. The Larks have locked up at least 2nd place in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League, 2.5 games back from the Liberal BJs. One, 2 is the counts. BJs beating the A's right now in the 7th inning. They're up 12-8. They have one more game against Dodge, and then they will finish their RMBL season. Meredith shakes off Evans. Nods at the 2nd sign and delivers the 1-2 home, fouled off. Small lead at first base. As Meredith delivers home, it's lined into left field. Garrett Gruhl starts to run at it and decides wisely to let it bounce. It'll be the second straight hit for the Denver Cougars. 2 on with 1 away. Manick now 1 for 3. Brazel 1 for 3 as well. 2 through 4 in the order. The only guys with hits, a single each from Ream, Brazel, and Minnick. We go to the 5-hole right fielder Alec Martinez, who grounded out to Jazz Love to start the second inning, and then grounded out to Rice to start the fourth inning. The first time he's not the leadoff guy of an inning today. Brazel at second, Minnick at first. 1 away. The pitch home to Martinez from Meredith. Outside 1-0 counts. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away here in inning number 6. The top half of them. Larks up 11-0. Time calls. Martinez will get back in the left-hander's batter's box. Meredith looks at the runner at second, sets up, goes from the stretch, the pitch home. 1-0 will miss outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Martinez. Fastball paints the outside low corner. 2-1 counts. Meredith pitched against the Cougars on the 18th. He went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, striking out 1. And that's his lone time pitching against the Cougars this season. 2-1, he throws home a curveball, misses above the letters. 3-1. His pace has slowed down after he worked a quick 5th, and they got a quick strikeout. Brazel, that 2-strike single. Since then they've singled, and now Martinez is up in the counts with the hitter's count 3-1. 3-1 from Meredith. It's hit to right field. It'll get down and be extra bases. Jemanian gets to it after it pinballs off the wall. The 3-lay from Rice is going to be home in plenty of time. Evans dives for the tag. Larks get the outs. Jemanian to Rice to Evans. What a great play from each of those 3 guys. Even Cerullo has to clap for the Larks. Shows his respect. Jemanian threw that from deep right center field. Rice relayed, got it home, and then Evans realized what he had to do. He dove for the tag, put his body on the line, and Martinez is robbed of an RBI. He gets his first hits, and gets the Cougars their first run of the day. Brazel scores, but Minnick is out. 2 away quickly, runner at second base. Uran to the plates. 0 for on the day with 2 walks. Oh, 1 after the first pitch strike. Cougars 3 hits so far in this 6th inning after only just having 1 through the first 5 innings. 0-1 outside, a ball and a strike. Do it for the home team in the bottom of this 5th inning. Dreiling, Jemanian, and Rice. So it would actually be Walton, Jemanian, and Rice. No more Dreiling. Cam Walton came in and played defense in the last inning for him. One, 2. Larks still up by 10. One, 2 home, grounded to the right side. Cade Brown will get it at first base and tag the bag. Unassisted ground out for CB. That'll end the top half of the 6th inning. To the bottom half we go. Larks up by 10.
Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
Cam Watson will lead off the 6th inning for the Larks. Drawling will finish his day 1 for 3 with a single. And this 5 spot in the lineup, the only one to not score. Scoreboard shows a 2-0 count to Cam Watson. Cam this year at the plates, 2 for 4 with a single and a triple. He has scored 9 runs. He should make it 10 because he ran for Brady Evans in the 2nd inning and scored. 3-1 count to him. Larks looking for an insurance run or two to ensure a run roll in the 7th inning. It's still Scott on the mound. Got the last 3 outs of the 4th. Retired the last 3, and then a double happened against him in the 5th, and then on the air the run scored, so they'll go down as an unearned run for Scott. But that run big as it keeps the Larks lead in double digits after the Cougars scored 1 in the top half. Payoff pitch to Walton. It'll miss inside, and he will be aboard on his first walk as a Lark. Runner at first base as we go to Leo Geminian, who is 1 for 3 today with a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. Rice on deck, Evans in the hole for the Larks. Scott goes from the stretch, righty versus righty matchup. The pitch is popped up and out of play. Walton sitting at first base. Small lead at the 1 back. Many an opposite field fly ball. Martinez moves to his right, reaches up, and gets the first out of the bottom of the 6th. Jimenian now 0 for 3 after that solo shot in the 2nd.
Tonight's second baseman, number 2, Tanner Rice.
So he will likely finish his day 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. We go to Tanner Rice, who was 0 for 1 today. He struck out and his lone at bat of the day after subbing in for Austin Jaslove. Pitch to Rice. He takes it on a fly ball into the fan pavilion where a bunch of kids go chasing it. The way Larks Park works, don't get to keep the ball if you get it, but if you get it, take it to the Larks Nest and you get $1. So it's always a tradition for the Larks to see a bunch of kids run around trying to get $1 so they can go to the concession stand and get a treat. 0-1 count, 1 away to Rice. Pitch to him, high and outside, a ball and a strike. One count to the second baseman out of Mesa, Arizona. Larks with 10 hits today, 3 walks, 11 runs, and they left 4 on. Two-one counts to Tanner Rice. He's got Evans on deck, Lucart's in the hole, pace slowing down, Scott working at his tempo. It's worked for him so far through 2 and a third, but it won't work in this at-bat as Tanner Rice in his second at-bat of the day sends a single into right field. The throw from Martinez went to third base to keep Walton at second. Larks first hit of the inning. They now have a hit in every inning except the third.
First catcher, number 7, Brady Evans.
Brady Evans at the plate. We'll wait on his bat as Cerullo comes out of the dugouts, trailing by 10 with 2 on and 1 away in the top half or bottom half of the 6th.
11-1 Larks. Rice at first, Walton at second, one away with Brady Evans at the plates. Brady 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. His courtesy runner Kim Walton scored for him after the hit by pitch back in inning number 2. Lukert on the on-deck circle, Ben Ferenzi in the hole for the Larks. Larks have a right-handed guy up in the pen. Keith Harper's at the wall of the pen, checking him out, seeing how his warm-up's going. It was Hunter Parker earlier. But then he sat down for a while, so I'm not sure if it's him or not. 0-1 count. Scott takes a long look at Walton at second base as Evans chomps this one to the foul wall on the left side. And Meredith will not return for the 7th inning, I do not believe. Judging by the fact that he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt with a pinwool hat in the dugouts. Oh, 2 count, 2 on, 1 away in the bottom half of the 6th. Evans lines this one to center field. It will drop, so everybody will get a move up 1. Walton is held at third as Brady Evans gets his first hit of the ball game and puts himself back in the hit column. Bases loaded for Braden Lukarts.
Tonight's beverage batter, the designated hitter number 23, Braden Lukarts.
Bilu today 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the second inning. Popped out to Crandall in the second. Flew out to Workhand in the 5th. Brady Evans at first base. Tanner Rice at second. Walton at third. Just one away. The pitch home to Bilu. Lined foul. Larks with 12 hits today, 2 of them in this inning. They have back-to-back singles from Rice and Evans. Picked up 3 walks. One of them this inning was from Kim Walton. They scored 11 runs and are looking to score another one. They haven't been scoreless since the 3rd inning. Pitch will get away from Bonfons, and they will get their 6th run of the past 3 innings. It's 12-1 Larks. Walton scores his 2nd run of the day, the first for himself. It is his 11th of the season. Rice moves to third, and moving to second base is Brady Evans running for himself. Oh, 1 count, 1 away to Braden Lukart. Hard cuts. Tips into the glove of Bonfons. Due for the Cougars, need to score at least 2 in the 7th inning. Bottom 3 in the order, Crandall, Bonfons, and Stahl. Scott with a pause goes home. The 0-2 pitch fouled off. Braden Lukart, tonight's DH out of the University of Oklahoma. He's a St. Joseph, Missouri native. Stands at 6 foot, is a lefty. Went to Lafayette High School and KC Mo. 0-2 pitch to him. He swings and fouls off again. Working along at bat versus Scott, who's yet to throw a ball to him. He was a leadoff man of the 5th inning where he flew out. And the Larks had a 2-out rally. Cade Brown had a 2-out double. Then Rawson sent one to center field. It was dropped, and it allowed Brown to score the Larks' 11th run of the ball game. Still 0-2 count to Braden Lukarts. 1 away. 2 in scoring position.
Pitch home. He lines it into center field. It'll be dropped. Will drop, and it'll be 2 RBIs for Braden Lukart in his first hit of the day. And as a beverage batter, he gets the Larks fans half-price drinks. 3 straight singles for the Larks. Rice scores his first run of the day. Evans scores his first. Belu with 2 RBIs back in the hit column. He's down a 3-game hitting streak.
On the Larks batting order, the shortstop, number 4, Ben Perpenzi.
Rice's 28th run of the season. Evans' 12th. As Braden Lukart picks up RBIs number 13 and 14 as a Lark. 1 away, runner at first base. Larks up by a baker's dozen. It's 14-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 away. One-0 count to Ben Ferenzi. He's the 6th batter of the 6th inning. He is 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. He has scored 2 runs and driven in 2. Pitch inside. He has taken 1 high and inside already today. This one not high, but plenty inside. Almost a hit by pitch. He leads the team with 15 hit by pitches. Almost double of what the guy in second place has. Jaslove, DeRozan, and LaRue each with 8 hit by pitches. 2-0. It'll be grounded to Stahl, who has some trouble with it. Sidearms it to second base, where he will at least get Braden Lukart's. But Ferenzi will reach on the fielder's choice. Cade Brown to the box. 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a run scored. He replaced DeRozan, who went 1 for 1 with a double, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And scored 2 times. 2 away, Larks up 14-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Ben Ferenzi at first base aboard for the 3rd time today. First pitch to Cade Brown, a called strike at the letters. Rehm did not throw to Brazel. They were looking for a 4-6-3 double play, but Stalva just had a little bit of trouble picking the ball up. Oh, 1 home. It is going to be above the letters, a ball and a strike. 2 away. Do it for the Cougars is the bottom 3 of the order, who are combined 0 for 7. No, 0 for 5, my bad. 0 for 5 with a walk. 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts, and a double play. Fouled off, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the Oklahoma Sooner, who's playing at first base. Larks looking to win their 21st game at home this season. They're 20-3 at home. Pitch to Cade Brown, flown to right field. It'll be out of play into the Cougars bullpen. Still 1 strike away is Scott from getting out of the inning. He's facing the 7th batter of the 6th frame. 3 hits, a walk, 3 runs so far in the 6th. Hayes with no errors and 13 hits. Cougars with 4 hits and 5 errors. From the stretch, Scott misses outside. Brown working along at bat. It is a 2-2 count. Rawson on deck should the inning continue. Two to Cade Brown, grounded foul into the backstop. So still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the 6th inning. Larks have scored 8 runs in the past 3 innings, 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 3 here in the 6th inning, 2 of them off that Braden Lukart single. 2-2 misses the zone, 3-2 counts. After this one, just 3 games left in the season for the Larks, who will play 1 more against the Cougars and 2 against the Angels. Payoff pitch home. It'll miss low, and Cade Brown will pick up the walk and keep the inning going. Larks will bring their 8th hitter of the inning to the plate after their 2nd walk of the inning happens. 4 walks on the day for the Larks. Lukar walked in the 2nd. Terosier walked in the 4th. Brown and Walton have each walked here in the 6th inning. 2 on, 2 out. Larks up by 13 as we go to Hunter Rawson. A home run shy of the cycle gets a chance he probably didn't think he'd have in the bottom of the 6th to get that cycle. Single in the 1st, triple in the 2nd, double in the 4th, and he reached on an error in the 5th. He scored 1 run and driven in 2. He's the only Lark today with 3 hits. Looking for his 4th, swings at this one and fouls it off, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, 2 on. Pitch home, outside. Ross now working with a 1-2 count. Garrett Gruhl standing on deck. Cam Walton in the hole. Walton starting this inning off with a walk, then Jeminian flew out. And we got 3 straight singles. Rice, Evans, and Lukart each drove a single. Ferenzi reached on the fielder's choice, and Hunter Rawson is at the plate. Will finish about 40 feet short of the cycle after driving this one to left center field. It is a 3-for-5 day for Hunter Rawson, and he will be the last out of the 6th inning. Larks need to get 3 outs without giving up 4 runs in the top half of the 7th inning to get their 3rd run rule against the Cougars this season.
top of the 7th, Kobe Grimsley will be our third pitcher of the day. Ben Baker Livingston gives us 4 innings, no runs. Meredith throws 2 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run, strikes out 1. Now we turn to the man out of Atoka, Oklahoma. It's his 14th appearance on the mound this season. 12 in relief, 2 starts. He's given up 13 hits, just 2 earned runs with 18 strikeouts, has an ERA at 0.89. 1-1 count to the leadoff man. Nick Crandall grounds one to the hot corner. Rawson picks it up, throws it to first in time for the first out of the 7th inning. Larks 2 outs away from another run rule.
Number 5, Logan Bellflag.
Larks have scored 14 runs today, picked up 4 walks, left 6 on the base path, and have gotten 13 hits. Grimsley, a righty out of Central Oklahoma, goes home. Sees a fly ball from Balfons. The center fielder get hit to center field. Jiminian doesn't have to move much and gets it in his mitts for the second out. 2 up, 2 down for Kobe Grimsley here in the 7th. Jackson Stahl at the bottom of the order to the plate. He struck out against BBL in the 2nd and grounded out in the 5th. And they're going to start a rally if he wants this game to keep going on. He takes a called strike here. Larks have run ruled the Cougars already twice this season. They're outscoring them 55-14. Larks currently have 14 run rules, I believe, if not 15. Won't get it on this one as the pitch misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Larks with 15 run rules, 16 10-run wins, and they will get their 15th run rule this season as Grimsley works a 1-2-3 inning, strikes out his 19th batter of the season. Larks now 4-0 against the Denver Cougars this season and pick up their 21st win at home of the summer. Larks now move on to 31-8. They're 22-4 in RMBL play. 2 games back from the BJs. They are 15-3 in July and have won 11 of their last 12 home games. Getting the win for the Larks is Ben Baker Livingston. It's his 2nd win of the season and his 7th starts. Meredith gives us 2 innings, and then Grimsley gives us 1 for the Larks. Big day for Hunter Rawson, a 3-hit day for him. He drives in 2 runs and scores 1. Ferenzi and Terosian and Walton each score 2. Ferenzi with 2 RBIs as well, and Braden Lukart with 2. Larks win it here 14-1 after having a 7-game win streak snapped last night. They get back in the win column tonight, and we'll get some momentum as we wind down the season. Just 3 games left. Game 2 tomorrow against the Cougars. First pitch at 7 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to watch it on Larks Network or come down to the ballpark. It is Pack the Pantry weekend, so if you have not been to a game this summer, tomorrow's the day to come and bring a non-perishable good and help out the Hayes Community Assistance Center as we pack the pantry. Larks win their 31st game of the season tonight. We'll look for number 32 tomorrow as we look to sweep the season series against the Denver Cougars. This has been Carson Ackerman on the call. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, and we will see you for some Sunday baseball tomorrow.